Welcome to 60 Seconds in the Groove. And today's question is, I think my boyfriend is planning a proposal, but I'm not ready. If I say no, is the relationship over?
Man, that's a tough one, but I'm gonna stay solid on this one and say it's over. And here's the reason why I say it's over, because for a man to reach that level of saying I won't propose to you means that he's done with everything. He's reached that point in his life that he wants to bring you in forever. And for you to say no, even if you decide to continue on the relationship as a boyfriend and girlfriend, it will never be the same, because in the back of his mind he'll always think you're not good together. You know what I mean?
Well, first off, is this proposal public? I mean, because if it is, me and her really gonna have to have this out.
Exactly.
But on a serious note, I really think that because if she does say yes and there is something wrong, I would hate to go from being in an engagement back to a relationship. Right. So yeah, I would think that it's over.
Okay, I wouldn't say that it's over because it's a question. She has a decision to make, and I think she's probably looking at this from a long-term standpoint. You know, if something isn't there right now and she's not ready to be engaged, I think she actually should say no. So I don't think it should be over, and I think that's a good question, good groove, and that's 60 seconds in the groove. So fellas, my good brothers, so I've been hearing a lot of women say that men actually don't know how to date. So is there an art to dating?
Of course there is. You gotta think about it. Actually, there's 4 different things you should always think about. And the first should be know your target audience. A lot of people don't even know that. Yeah, really. I mean, dating is just like anything else that you do. If you're gonna sell yourself, you're gonna put yourself out there, you should know your target audience.
Let me interject. When you guys hear dating, all right, let's get a clear definition of what dating is. I think that a lot of people think that dating and relationship is synonymous. To me, it's not. So when you guys think of dating, what is your pure definition of dating?
I mean, for me, I'm thinking dating means you find someone you're interested in, and you guys take a conscious effort to get to know each other in some form of way. Either actually going out, actually talking on the phone, you know. But I think that's what dating should be. And then, in the mind of some people, dating is how much fun we're having. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can we do together? And for me, this whole style of dating, art of dating, it gets lost because you're right. No one can really define what dating is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I can.
Well, but look, this is why I think it's very important, because maybe you can describe it or depict what you think dating is, but a lot of people really don't understand the difference between dating and courting. Because I'm dating you doesn't mean I'm courting you. I'm dating you in hopes of courting you. But that brings me to the fact of knowing your target audience. You got to know who you're trying to attract. And you got to know who you are, first of all, to be able to attract the person that you want. That's very important.
This is so complicated, you know. Like, I see why, the art of dating is hard, because I have a simple mind, and I'm thinking if I like this person and she likes me, whatever happens from there it just happens. I don't know about the whole dating.
So the person that you like, you're gonna automatically know that you probably want to marry them.
Well,
it's just like to me.
I guess that's what dating would be for.
To me, I think. Well, first and foremost, dating to me is not exclusive. Okay, I can be dating several women, bro. Okay. I can be dating several women. When we get to the courting stage, then it's exclusive, as I stated before. To me, when I think of dating, we're going on dates. We're hanging out. I'm trying to get to know you more to see which one is going to be my, for lack of a better term, starting player, right?
So then let me ask you this. When does dating becomes courting?
Okay, good question.
Can I take that one?
Go ahead.
Dating probably becomes courting because if he's not dating exclusively, That means that he has a true outlook of who he's dating and what is more appealing or more suiting for his lifestyle. That means that he's picking his star player. And at that point, when he's decided who his star player is, there's no more team. I hope there's no more team.
Great point.
But at that point, he's courting this one particular lady, and he's courting her with the intent to marry.
Okay, well,
see, this is
you
why I
skip a relationship though. What
courting
about
and relationship to me is
the same thing.
Yeah.
So okay, good point. So you think courting and relationship they're synonymous, right?
Yeah.
And you feel that all of them kind of just get right?
No, I'm not. It's not even. I'm saying they all run together. I'm saying it becomes complicated for levels. You're dating, you're talking, you're talking. Is it talking first, then dating, then courting, then relationship, then marriage?
That's the way I see it. You just said it right. I look at it as first you're talking, right? Yeah. Then we're dating, right? It's still not exclusive. And then I say, you know what? Out of these 3 young ladies I've been dating, this is the one I want to court. Hey, I don't mind you meeting my friends. I don't mind you meeting
watch this. I'm
my
going
parents.
to challenge you guys.
Go ahead.
This is what happens. If you have 5 girls you're dating, your mind start becoming clogged with what you actually want because you have 5 different people you're looking at.
5 is a lot.
Okay, let's say 3. But you have 3. A guy have 3 girls he is dating. That means he's actually taking a conscious effort to get to know this person, that person, that person. Now your whole mentality changes because you're like, I like this person, I like that person. It gets skewed.
Well, you gotta think about this. The show about the breakup, you mentioned that there's a friendship stage that plays a part. Right?
Yes, it is.
So in this dating phase that I'm dating these 3 to 5 different women, this friendship stage is very, very, very important. So no matter if I break up, no matter if we stop talking, no matter if I choose someone else, this friendship stage.
So you becoming friends with all.
I think friendship is very important.
I think you use that word too loosely, bro. Like you're becoming friends with. So if you're dating. So that means once you get to the dating part, you already have established a friendship. Is what you're saying, right? Because it's friendship dating, right?
The friendship is developed in that dating stage. Which gets me to another point: is you have to be prepared. Just like an interview, you have to know what you're doing, what you're looking for, and how you're going into it. It's an art to it because if you don't really put I like to use the word player made. But the thing is, you really have to be in hot pursuit, especially if you want to set yourself apart from anybody else.
So pretty much what you're saying is you have to know that you are even ready to date and go to the next level.
Exactly.
All right, so that kind of comes in the whole art form of dating, right?
Exactly.
So is there a specific, like when we talk about dating, is there something that specifically tells you, okay, I want to date this chick? First, I like to say we start off with talking, right?
Right.
Or do you kind of just date everyone you talk to? Is it like do you kind of nix anyone from there?
And so that's the issue there. And that's why I say it becomes very complicated because with that question is, if you let's say you meet a woman, she's very nice, right? And then the next day she may have everything you want, but then you meet another person and you decide to also date her, and then you find yourself becoming a habitual dater. That's what
like some people are professional.
And the reason why people become habitual daters or they have a hard time is because they know so much about other people. And once you know so much about this person, how can you just move on to the next person?
Well, that's why I think about the friendship. Y'all don't really truly value friendship or what I think friendship really means. But what I mean about that also, my third point is date a lot. If you don't date a lot, you don't even, I'm serious. You should date a lot because if you don't even know what you want, what you're looking for, you're gonna get stuck in something that you probably wasn't ready for, probably weren't prepared for. So
that's the groove. That's a great point because that's why I said what is dating? Some women think we're dating, we're in a relationship. To me, no. If you're saying date a lot, and the woman is thinking, how can I date a lot? Because we're in a relationship. That's why I said to me, dating is not exclusive, bruh. Date a lot. I want to explore. Let me talk to this young lady. Let me talk to this young lady. Let me see who I'm going to move forward with.
Let me ask you this: do you express this? Because I will let y'all know, y'all more advanced in dating. So I'm actually learning from y'all. I'm learning from y'all, but because
I don't mind teaching, brother.
But do you express to the women that you are dating that I'm only taking you out, we may have sex, but this is not a relationship? Do you express that, or do you just continue on? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, women only believe in what they see versus what they hear. You know what I'm saying? So if you're showing them a boyfriend-like mentality, boyfriend-like things.
See, hold on. See, okay.
I need to know.
So, and that's a good. Remember, we had this conversation before, bro.
Yeah.
Like, am I wrong if I am just being a good gentleman and taking a woman out? Am I wrong for that? Like, is that?
No, you're not.
Exactly.
Let me be
So
the
that's
first
what-
to say you're
exactly.
not.
That a relationship type thing. All I'm doing is I'm taking you out. I'm being a good gentleman.
No.
They say chivalry is dead, but when you're chivalrous, they say, oh, you're doing relationship type things with her.
Chivalry, when they talk about chivalry, you don't have to be chivalry with people you're dating or you're in a relationship. It could be just anybody.
Anything, the
Right,
act
I
of opening
agree.
the
That's what I
door,
mean. That's
saying
what I mean by
things.
that.
But my thing is, it brings my fourth and final point is you have to be different and you have to be confident, especially if you're dating with true intent. And I say that because she may be dating 3 to 4 to 5 other people.
She's in
So
the same
what's
place.
going to set you apart from the next guy? That's why I said everything starts from a beginning and it has an end. If you have true intent, you have to date with a purpose. Now, I say date a lot, but in that dating a lot, once you decided that this person should be in your courtship, you should actually be different. Set yourself apart. And know your strengths and know your weaknesses.
And that's a good thing. And so here's what I'd say about dating. I think you should focus more on who the person is versus what you are doing. Because I hear a lot of people, when it comes to dating, they're more focused on what are we going to do versus how we're going to get to know each other.
Is that kind of like going with the flow?
Yeah.
More so like going with the flow?
Yeah, go with the flow, more
Right,
organic,
right.
but it's more like what makes a good date is not what you do, is versus what did you learn, what did you get out of it, you know? And that's my point.
But can y'all honestly say that you can really take a woman out on a date that doesn't cost a lot of cheese and really enjoy yourself or impress her?
Absolutely. I don't, because I think if you're just trying to impress her, to me it's not genuine and it's not really organic. I think you should go with the flow and be yourself. I think that's going to make it's going to make it better for the future. Like a lot of times men, they go out on dates and they try too hard just to impress the woman. She may just want something simple.
That if she likes you.
You know what someone told me the other day? They said, I would rather a guy be consistent versus persistent when it comes to dating. And that, you know. No, so look, with this being my final thing.
People, and that's a great point, that's a great groove, because a lot of people, they're consistent at being inconsistent. So
right.
I agree.
So let me ask you then, you finish this off or whichever one of y'all. What is the ultimate art of dating? What does it actually mean to be the art of it from a man point of view for a woman?
Well, from a man point of view, and I'm going to say my little tad bit, you really have to date with a purpose or date with intent. Okay. And often if you do date, at some point in the dating stages, a woman will ask you, so what do you want? Or what do you see yourself as? Or what do you see from this or from us? And I think that is a key question, because if I don't know why I'm dating, I could just be out here having fun, and then she can know from that. I won't steal her opportunity to say if she wants to be involved in this or not. So the key point of dating is know what your intent is. If it's for sex, just say it's for sex. I'm not saying that you'll get it,
right.
but just say it.
Yeah.
And if it's for actually to find your peace and your real, I mean, you have to really do those things that we talked about earlier.
And with you, what is the art of dating to you?
I think art of dating, when you're actually dating, I think for one, you need to be genuine. Go on dates you should know by now what she likes to do, right? Cater to her needs, and I think it should be reciprocated. But I also think that people need to know that when you date, like my good brother said, like the goal for me is to court you, which I don't know which one I'm gonna court. So dating to me is not exclusive. Let's stop making dating synonymous with being in a relationship, because it's not. Just because I'm dating you does not mean that I'm in a relationship with you, pretty much. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's a groove.
So, you know, when it's all said and done, I think there is an art of dating, right? I think you need to know, like my good brother said, what are your intents? Like, what are you doing? What are your intentions? Like, what are you doing? And once you're doing it right, just get the lady to the point to where she says, hey, listen, you're starting to interfere with my being single. And I think that's when you know you're actually doing it right.
And that brings me to another point where I read a meme where the girl was like, hey, stop telling people we used to be in a relationship, or stop telling people we used to talk. It was an interview and you did not get the job. So that's my thing. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. Well, hey, fellas, like good grooves, good conversation. Like I said, we do appreciate you guys for watching us. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and most importantly, share at The Groove 247 on Instagram, at The Groove 247 on Twitter, and The Groove 247 on YouTube. Peace, love, and greatness. It's The Groove. It's The Groove.